The Demon Slayer update gave us our first unit that can be obtained from story mode, Shinobu. She can only be obtained from Act 5 of the Demon Village, which is the last map currently. And I know what you're all thinking. She is pretty hard to get. She can only be obtained if you're playing hard mode or nightmare mode. And yes, it does matter which one you play. On hard mode, you have a 0.5% chance of getting her. But on nightmare mode, you have a 1% chance of getting her. Now I know, that doesn't seem like a lot. And it really isn't. It's pretty hard to get her unless you AFK or something, which I did. That's like the only way I can think of getting her because I'm not playing hundreds of rounds of that. Right now in Discord, I recommend you going there. There they have a game poll up on whether or not we should add a pity on story mode drop chance for Shinobu. So I recommend you guys going into Discord and voting yes. We really need that because the average player is not gonna grind for this. And she is actually good and she's actually worth the grind. Shinobu is obviously a great boss killer with 2000 DPS, even while having 3 skills. And she's gonna get a 4th skill later on when they update for like a quality of life or just another update in general. And I personally believe that her 4th skill is going to break the game because she's already one of the best boss killer. Just think of how strong she would become when that 4th skill come into play. Even if I'm glazing her right now, she does have some major problem with her build. The biggest one is her AoE. She is extremely weird when it comes to AoE. It's almost impossible to hit anything, especially with the first skill. As you can see in my gameplay, I'm using my first skill against mobs of enemies, right? But my skill is only hitting one of them instead of all of them. So this might be a single target skill, which we have never seen before. So while she has great DPS, meaning she's a good boss killer, her AoE makes her horrible at crowd control. So she'll be very bad for story mode or siege. And combined with her lack of ability when it comes to hitting air units, I do not recommend using her for story mode. But because of her DPS, she will be meta for raid and boss rush. So you still should get her. And if you want to know the 4th ability of every single Demon Slayer unit, including Shinobu, like and subscribe. I have every single Demon Slayer unit so far, with the exception of Akaza, because he's in tier 100 of the battle pass. And even if you AFK all day long, you can't even hit tier 80. I don't know what the devs are on right now. It's going to take like a month to get to tier 100 if they don't, make it easier. But yeah, I already have most of the Demon Slayer units, and most of them, I have Doombringer on them because this ×2 trait event is overpowered. I swear to God, it is not ×2. It is like ×10. I'm getting Doombringer on the daily. I just wake up in the morning, reroll trait, and boom, Doombringer. Yeah. So if you want a 4th skill showcase for Demon Slayer units, I'm your guy.